Imagine standing at the very top of the world, the North Pole. What do you see? As far as the eye can see, nothing but ice, cold, silent, and deadly. A frozen wasteland. That feels eternal. But that perception is wrong. Beneath this ice lies a secret that refuses to be forgotten. Rewind the clock, 49 million years, and this frozen hell was actually a tropical paradise. Welcome to the Eocene epoch. This isn't the Amazon. This is the Arctic. Here, giant dawn redwoods tower over the swamps. Instead of polar bears, you have early primates swinging from the trees. It was a world on fire. Under this heat, the Arctic Ocean was not a frozen sea. It was a warm, freshwater lake, isolated from the rest of the world. And in this perfect, stagnant water, a tiny monster was born. It wasn't a dinosaur. It wasn't a predator. It was a fern. Azolla, a plant no bigger than a single grain of rice. But Azolla had a superpower. It could double its biomass in just 2 days. In a geological blink of an eye, this tiny plant covered the entire Arctic Ocean. To grow this fast, Azolla needed food, and its favorite food was carbon dioxide. It sucked the heat-trapping gas right out of the sky, and when the plants died, they didn't rot. They sank to the bottom of the airless ocean floor, locking that carbon away forever. The effect was catastrophic. By burying the carbon, Azolla ripped the heat blanket off the planet. The global thermostat broke. The tropical paradise collapsed. And for the first time in history, for millions of years, Earth was a giant greenhouse, warm, humid, and eternal. But the winds are shifting. The atmosphere, once a gentle cradle, now carries a message of death from the poles. For the old world's inhabitants, confusion, something white, cold, and alien, falls from the sky for the very first time. Temperatures plummet. On the forest floor, survival instincts scream. They know this is no ordinary storm. The endless summer is over. The fertile earth hardens, gripped by a new, unstoppable force. Ice. The great Azolla lakes, once the planet's cooling lungs, now become frozen traps. Even beneath the surface, life halts, locked away in a dark, crystalline prison. Beautiful, yet lethal. Each crystal is a needle piercing the heart of the tropical world. For the cold-blooded giants, there is no escape. Their bodies were never built to fight an invisible enemy. A silent extinction. The reign of reptiles ends here, buried under a blanket of cold white. Even titans fall. The jungle gives way to a cruel tundra. Only the strongest, or the most prepared, have a chance. The world goes blind. Atmospheric chaos wipes the slate clean. Nature is hitting the reset button. But as the storm clears, a new world is revealed. Harsh, unforgiving, yet promising. The survivors do not yield. They move, a massive migration, in search of hope. Every step is a struggle, but these steps pave the way for our planet's future. This is their secret weapon: warm blood and thick coats, a masterpiece of evolution to conquer the cold. In their eyes burns a fierce determination, not just to survive, but to rule a new era, the age of mammals. But this is not just a theory. It is history, written in the mud. In the year 2004, the Arctic Coring Expedition sailed to the center of the frozen ocean. Their mission was to drill into the past, and deep beneath the seafloor, inside a simple plastic tube, they found the smoking gun. Distinct, black layers, millions of tons of fossilized Azolla, preserved perfectly for 49 million years. Proof that this tiny plant really did freeze the world. Look at the world around us today. The frozen Arctic cap, the massive ice sheets, that define the history of human civilization. We often imagine the apocalypse coming from the sky, from asteroids or dying stars. But the history of Azolla teaches a far more unsettling truth. That this planet doesn't need monsters to change. Sometimes, the greatest destructive power is hidden in the smallest and most beautiful package. Without the catastrophe caused by this tiny plant, Earth would have remained a scorching tropical hell. And we, humans, might never have been born. The cold world we inhabit today is an eternal monument to the success of that single plant, because this planet's climate is only borrowed.